Good morning, sir. I am Bhagyalakshmi from Lakshadpet. Employee ID APL 42387. Present, I am not working, but I have interest to do this video about medicines. Mainly, how many types are drugs we are used? Mainly 17 types of drugs we are using. First one anti-diabetic drugs, second one anti-hypertensive drugs, third one anti-anginal drugs, fourth one anti-arrhythmia, fifth one coagulant drugs, sixth one anticoagulants, seventh one lipid lowering drugs, eighth one antidiuretics, ninth one anti-ulcer drugs, 10th one antidepressants, 11th one anti-anxiety drugs, 12th one antipsychotic drugs, 13th one anti-Parkinson's, 14th one anti-convulsants, 16th one anti-tuberculosis drugs, 17th one anti-thyroid, 18th one antibiotics. Mainly I am discussing each drug. First one anti-diabetics. Increased sugar levels in blood is called diabetics. Diabetics are mainly two types: insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. For example, Amarillo, Dionil, Gmer, Glimistar, Glucoril, Israel M1, M2, Keglim, Histamet, Jonomet, Joril. So many drugs are used in anti-diabetic drugs. Second one, antihypertensive drugs. Increased blood volume in arteries is called blood pressure. For example, amlokando, amlovas, carbis, cardivas, sidmus, eritel, telma, telmicando, sortel, and vimada. Common drugs are used. Third one, anti-anginal drugs. Suddenly chest pain in heart is called anginal drugs. For example, isosorbide mononitrate, isosorbide dinitrate, nicorandil. Next, fourth one, anti-arrhythmia drugs. Irregular heartbeat in chest. For example, nifedipine, terbutaline, adenosine, digoxin. Next one, coagulant drugs. These are blood clotting. K-start, ethamsilate, tranexamic acid. Next, anticoagulant drugs. For example, ecosprin, aspirin, clopidogrel, clopilate, warfarin. Next, lipid lowering drugs. These are drugs used to control bad cholesterol. For example, atorvastatin, simvastatin, rosuvastatin, fenofibrate. Next one, antidiuretics. These drugs are used to control swelling in the body. For example, mannitol, spironolactone, furosemide, torsemide, hydrochlorothiazide. Next one, anti-ulcer drugs. Presence of hydrochloric acid in the stomach producing heartburn is called ulcer. For example, pantoprazole, rabiprazole, omeprazole, esomeprazole. Next one, antidepressants. These are physical or mental conditions. For example, escitalopram, amitriptyline, nortriptyline, fluoxetine, paroxetine, sertraline. Next one, anti-anxiety drugs. These are lack of sleep. For example, diazepam, lorazepam, clonazepam, alprazolam. Next one, antipsychotic drugs. For example, Sizodano, Risperidone. Next one, anticonvulsant drugs. These drugs are used to treat fits. For example, Levifil, Levera, Levepsy, Oxetol, Jeptol, sodium valproate, phenytoin. Next drug, anti-tuberculosis drugs. These drugs are mainly effect in lungs. For example, rifampicin, ethambutol, isoniazid, pyrazinamide. Next drug, anti-Parkinson's. These are shake hands and legs. For example, levodopa and carbidopa. Next drug is antibiotics. These are kills the microorganisms is called antibiotics. These are gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. These are tetracyclines, quinolones, antifungal drugs. Antifungal drugs are clotrimazole, itraconazole, fluconazole. Next, acyclovir, albendazole, mebendazole, anti-malarial drugs. We are using so many types of drugs. Thank you.